Hello fellow Star citizens. Xenothreat is imminent. According to CIG, which released a post on the 12th of June, Xenothreat will be coming really soon, probably this weekend. And I thought I should do a video, a short one, on some of the changes in tactics that we probably have to adopt. One such tactic is the Torpedo run. For those of you who know about the Xenothreat missions, one of the phases involves a fleet battle where the UEE and the Ninetales duke it out. And to be effective in fleet battles, you need a mixture of ships. For one, you need the light fighters like the Gladiators and even the F-7 Hornets to escort bombers like the Eclipses and the Retaliators, so they can get up close to a fleet and launch their payloads. Heavy fighters like the F-8C, some of the specialist heavy fighters like the Ares Star fighters like the Ion and the Ares have a certain role in engaging capital ships directly too. I would probably think that the Redeemer can play such a role as well. Unfortunately, there have been a lot of changes in Star Citizen of late with 3.23, Master Modes is one. So gone are the days where you can do a rapid charge onto a capital ship in an Eclipse. Because engagement speeds have been lowered, the chances of the enemy AI catching you with their turrets is very high. And it's not just that. I do think there have been some changes in torpedo speeds as well. They seem slower, although I think the announced lowering of missile and torpedo speeds was only applicable for the PTU. That said, it does seem to have affected this live version as well. Not sure whether they will be tweaked for 3.231A, which is the Xenothreat event, but CIG hasn't said anything about this. So yeah. So one problem with what we traditionally used to do as torpedo boat pilots is that we stay outside of detection range. In the case of the Eclipse, thankfully stealth seems to have been fixed. You can get all the way close to even 4 clicks without being detected. So launching at 7 clicks, which is what one used to do in Xenothreat events, doesn't seem to work because every ship has more effective turret gunners now. This is an 890 jump that I'm going up against, and in this case, you can't see up close, but in this case, the turret shot the torpedo down before it could have hit the target. So having discovered that and using 2 torpedoes to find that out, I decided to do what we used to call a speed run. But instead of zooming in at about 400 to 500 meters per second before Master Modes was launched, you're limited to only about 200 plus, with boost maybe 250 to 300. It isn't fast enough. And even then, the torpedo doesn't really inherit your forward momentum. And you can see here that the 890 jump turret's gunners are shooting the torpedo and destroying it. So I did what I could do with 0 ordnance left and rammed the 890 jump. This time, I managed to take it out, even at the cost of my life, and I did get the bounty for this. But this is an 890 jump, and the Xenothreat mission does not have 890s. More likely, you're going to be up against hammerheads. And by golly, forget about long-range torpedo runs with against a hammerhead. With 6 quad size 4 turrets covering all possible angles, there is no way a hammerhead cannot shoot down a torpedo. One possibility is that in the fleet battle context, you will get multiple ships engaging the enemy at once, and because of that, the turret gunners are distracted. But on a 1-to-1 or a few to one kind of scenario like this, it is near impossible to take out a hammerhead with a torpedo. The moment the AI detects the torpedo, which incidentally seems to be at a longer range than they can even detect you, the bomber, or in this case the Eclipse. See how fast the turrets took out the torpedoes. Of course, in this case now I had to zoom away because the Eclipse really doesn't last long against the turret guns of the hammerhead. So with one torpedo left, I thought I'd try what I used to call a speed run. I'm not sure if this problem also applies to missiles, but I believe it does. Anyway. So, I did the worst thing possible, and that is to go head on against the hammerhead thinking I could ram it. But in this angle, there are actually 4 size 4 turrets that I'm facing, and it was plain suicide. My torpedo didn't make it, I didn't make it. We need to try new tactics for this coming Xenothreat. This is Starus, signing out. Have a good day.